Hello guys, hello, welcome to the Silver Series match, first Silver Series match of this season. We're gonna be seeing Put That Cookie Down against the Wild Bunch Gaming, and yeah, match is soon gonna be on the way. Okay, I had to advertise myself, fuck 'em, you know, in the middle of their pick. I don't care, I don't care, I really don't care. Um, the match started. I had no idea who was gonna play, and it already started, so I had to restart my client, put in the icon for put that cookie down, stuff like that, grab something to drink, and it was all really fast, so I couldn't really go to the toilet. I guess I'll have to do it, when they change the map. It's gonna be like a minute or two, I guess, so I'll grab the chance. Oh god. You really need a few minutes to get ready for the match, especially with this stupid new mode that I have. It looks good, right? I mean, one team is red, the other team is blue, and then you can see which equipment they use. And you know, like if I was a cool WGL caster, like those two guys, or even Pansy, then I'd even have the. I'd be in the studio wearing a suit. No, I wouldn't be wearing a suit. I'm too fat for that. But I'd be having the reload timers. To see who's spotted, who's not spotted. I think it's pretty awesome. To have like this way. I'm just looking at the map and I was like, like, maybe he got spotted there, but there's a bush in between. Did he get spotted or not? Like. So yeah. I mean, it's not that it's not that pretty. You have to actually put in manually the names and icons of the teams. Like, look at this. Okay, look at this. There's like gazillion of them. Okay, I have over 40 teams in my thingy there, with their icons and stuff, and then you have to restart the client. You have to convert it to PNG. You have to find the appropriate size. You have to edit the program itself, and then you have to restart the client. And I mean, restarting the client takes like 2 minutes, for the World of Tanks to actually get back up. As we see, the map is gonna be Cliff. I'm just heading back into the Silver Series. Like, enough bitching is more enough bitching. You're casting. Shut up. Just cast. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, map Cliff. Put that cookie down versus the Wild Bunch Gaming. Wild Bunch Gaming probably a bit of a, let's say, favorite. Can I really say that? No, seriously, Wild Bunch had a bit more success, and now Agorni. Now there's quite a few players here that are really good. But Merkila is here, so I'm not sure they can win, because Merkila is really bad. I'm just gonna add him to friends list. And here, I don't know who's the main in Cookie. Okay, whoever's main in Cookie, please guys, I guess there's gonna be someone from Put That Cookie Down on the stream, some of you who are not playing, so just please tell me who the hell is the captain of Put That Cookie Down, so I can add him in my friends list. It makes communication much easier, okay? Anyway, match is gonna start. Put the cookie down is gonna be on the defense. They picked 4 objects 140, a bad chat, and 2 5120s. I'm not sure about 5120s. People say they're like small 50Bs, but I wouldn't really say that. Like, maybe for the mobility part they're kind of good, but I mean 50B is a lot faster, a lot more mobile. Aiming time is better, the accuracy on the move on 50B is much better, the reload time between the shells is better, the reload in general, everything is better on 50B, but I guess they just want to have that, an autoloader with some awesome damage. Again, this stupid bug appears out of nowhere. And for the Wild Bunch, we're gonna have 4 STBs, 2 Batchets, and a 3090, so pretty unorthodox tanks on both sides. Like, of course, you're gonna see Objects 140s and STBs, but not 4 of each for for the 2 teams. But I like 2 Batchets. It kind of evens out those 251 120s, and some aggression here coming out from the Wild Bunch. They're pushing around that hill, trying to do some damage there. Crow Gepard is in a bit of trouble. Those 5120s are taking quite a lot of damage, and the Put That Cookie Down was really slow to react. Brzy Koyotnik is gonna fall. 150-20 falls. The second 5120 falls, and this is all but over. The Wild Bunch should have this game. Of course, it also depends. There's Batchets, there's reloads, but still, it's 2 STBs against an Object 140, while Batchets are reloading. Basically, every Batchet on the map is reloading at this point. And a bot is bot. Is it bot for you? Is it bot for you? Seriously? We just got to the explosion. Koprtsina is all alone against 4 tanks of the Wild Bunch Gaming. Wild Bunch took initiative really early on. Put the Cookie Down tried focusing the Batchets of Wild Bunch Gaming, but they didn't kill either one of them. And Koprtsina reloaded, which is pretty good, but still, you have to kill 4 tanks. And yeah. Yeah, I guess it's GG. The Wild Bunch should win this. As I said, Cookie, they tried focusing the Batchets, at least one of them, but they couldn't. On the other side, those STBs were doing quite a lot of damage there to the 5120s. And then, when they finally decided to push through the middle, to push through here, those Batchets started unloading into them, and it was really bad for Put That Cookie Down. Koprtsina actually did quite a lot, but those 5120s, yeah, they're really slow to get to the fight, and those STBs really used it. STBs are faster than 5120s, and they just used it. You see, the damage split is really nice. Sonic Evo managed to unload 2 full clips there, and Valdir doing also quite a lot of damage, but 2 clips from a Batchet, I mean, come on. Koprtsina did it, but that wasn't matter. That wasn't really crucial, wasn't game breaking, because they lost anyway. And yeah, GG. Put That Cookie Down. We'll have to come up with something better there, because Wild Bunch is gonna defend now. I don't think 5120s are the way to go on this map. I mean, yeah, they have some HP, but I'd rather see like I don't know, T54, 2 T54s, or a T54 at the Patton, or like E50. I'd rather see E50 honestly than a 5120. I don't like 5120 at all. I don't think it's as good of a tank as people think it can be. I think it's like the second class tank. Okay, so the picking started. Markela is on the stream with that the Wild Bunch Gaming account as soon as possible. You crazy bastard. Anyway, I think you guys should be starting to see the game right about now, or maybe in a minute's time. E5s! Okay. Could it be like a 1-2 line push? No, here, between the TDs? We call these TDs, so I don't know if you guys call it like that, in English, but we call it TDs. Anyway, calm down, Zmor, calm down, it's not real TDs. Um, two objects. Like two objects, a 5100, a Batchat, and 3 E5s. That's really not standard for this map. I don't think the Wild Bunch actually should have picked the one STB there in the end. I think that's a bit too many STBs. They have 3 STBs, 2 objects, 140, 3090 and a Batchat, and I'm not sure that's gonna work that good because those are 3 E5s. I'm not 100% sure, but it can be a push through here and then just try and take this area. I mean, it's tricky, yeah. Of course it is, because the enemy is going to control this, and they can send someone up the hill, and they can control the hill, which is really nice since from that hill you can shoot the cap. Oh, sorry, you could shoot the cap, but now they changed the view range. Is not it's not like this. It was like this, you know, the thing, and it covered the cap. When you get on the corner here, you could shoot the cap, most of the cap. But now, yeah, it's circle, so I think it should really, you could really shoot the cap. Yeah, I don't think you could shoot the cap, but yeah, doesn't matter. We're gonna see anyway. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, 3 E5s and a 5100. Again, I don't think of 5100. Like, I think they're trying to do. They're trying too hard to do. Barkilla, my friend. Berzikotnik. Ah! I actually wanted to add Berzikotnik to the front, but I wasn't 100% sure. I know he's in Put the Cookie Down Forever. I mean, he actually kind of made it, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, but thanks, Bobux. I'm gonna add him. It's much easier, you know, if you have the leaders. You can just ask them if they're playing that day, and or you can just see them going online, so you can actually get into their game. It's really nice to have people added to the friends list. Anyway, game starts. Wild Bunch Gaming has already pointed out 3 STBs, 2 objects, 140, a Batchat, and a 3090. And as I said, those 3 STBs, I think it can be an overkill because what are STBs good about? Hull down. What's E5 good at? You know, hull down. It's a heavy tank. You don't want to go hull down against E5s. One hull down versus hull down. I think STBs can actually pull it off. And as I said, it's 1-2 line push. I think they're gonna try to control this and maybe send someone towards the cap, like at least one. That's why I said like I don't like the 5100 here. I think Put It Cookie Down is trying too hard to do something similar to the tier 8s. I think they should have taken like an RU or someone who can take a trade, maybe even a 3090, and send it towards the cap number 1 to force the reaction out of the Wild Bunch. But this way, if they want to force the reaction, they're gonna have to sacrifice tier 10, and I think that's not really the best idea here. And Wild Bunch doing what I already said they will do. They're going to control this area, they're gonna put someone up the hill, and I think they're gonna be in a much better position. That's what I said, you know, I don't like the 5100. If you're gonna do that, you really need a bit smaller tank, if you ask me. But yeah, they're gonna oh, this is actually nice. They're gonna pressure here towards the cap number 1. Okay, again, I'm not sure this is the best idea ever. They're gonna come from this corner here, just here, and probably climb someone up the cap. But the Wild Bunch sending this Batchat down there. You can't really hit the Batchat from here. Like, I'm gonna show it to you. See, you can't really hit it. If he climbs up to spot, your E5s have to be here to hit, which means they'll have to hug the hill, which means you can just flank them and kill them. So it's like, this is a good position. Why? Because they can fall back, you know, in kind of a hull down. Even if you come from behind, it's gonna take a while for you to come towards them and actually kill them off. But Okay, 3 tanks are gonna go into the cap. The 5100 is gonna die here. He's gonna be the cover, but I don't think this is a good idea. If they okay E5s, okay now it's a bit better. E5s are moving forward, but they're spotted. Really slow reaction, but by the Wild Bunch. Uh, but as I said, you know, it's gonna be kind of easy to reset the cap when you control the hill. They're shooting towards them, but you know, having a Bacha there as well means that hitting that Bacha is gonna be easy. But yo, Russian mediums, okay, Noxin, why did you turn your turret, man? Don't turn your turret! He got penetrated because he turned his turret. See here, in the side of his turret. E5s are just trying to buy time. That's why I'm not really focusing on them. Mad Max is gonna try and get their attention from here, but what's really important is how Wild Bunch is gonna deal with the guys in cap. Tanklet is gonna come up and he should reset the Noxin. Okay, there's one reset. He has to commit. Like he knows Hysteria wasn't resetted, and even if he dies, oh my God, why did you do that? Tanklet failed. Oh, last second reset. Just commit, man, commit. He has to reset Hysteria. And yep, GG. It's over. I think it's over. There's one E5, doesn't really matter at this point. E5 can't win against Object 140 in front of him and 3 tanks behind. And it's gonna be easy now for the Wild Bunch to get in and kill these tanks. I don't think, my opinion, I don't think they should have stayed in the cap when that Object 140 was coming. I think they should have just went out and killed the object. Like, spread out, kill the object, and like, you know, work from there, because Wild Bunch had control. It was really close. I mean, you guys can see it was really close. Put that cookie down actually forced a reaction out of Wild Bunch, and even though, like, you know, Wild Bunch actually won, the cap was really close, and they had like 4 tanks not in the fight. Okay, they were only fighting with E5s, and they killed quite a lot of the Wild Bunch's tanks. Like, these guys were just stuck in one position, and it's really hard to actually do anything when you're just stuck in one position. They were stuck in the cap. And you know, even though like they did quite a lot of them, but you know that 5100 didn't do anything, and one E5 didn't do much. But on the other side, you know, Sonic Evo, he was spotting, but he landed the hits, but he didn't penetrate. I think he was actually shooting hit, and he was mostly tracking people. But I mean, it doesn't matter that much. Why? Because it was for Wild Bunch, it was race against time. Okay, they had to kill the E5s, but at the same time they had to reset the cap. And I think putting 4 tanks in the cap is a bit overcommitting. Like, you could put a bad chat, you know, he can like fire a clip and then hide behind the corpse of the 5100. And I think they went about it a bit, you know, wasn't really the way to go. Like, if you want to do something, like, they should have, like, if this is the 5100, okay, like this is a 50, these two are like a 5100 that died, okay. They had 1 tank here, like, this is the 1 tank, this is the other tank, okay. I don't think that's the way to go. Like, if you have a 5100 die like that, Batchat is a really small tank, and it can fit right beside. Okay, it's gonna be even shorter, and a Batchat can hide his turret behind the turret of the 5100. And then you can put like a Russian medium behind, or you don't even have to. Like, those Russian mediums could have just went out, killed the Russian medium that was coming, and then just, you know, drop down. If you go down behind that cliff, it's the guys from the hill can't really shoot you, and that Batchat was in a really good position that he couldn't be resetted from the hill. They had to reset it from the position where E5s were. So those E5s make the pressure, but they stay alive. They should like pull back a bit, and you just leave the Batchat in. But as I'm saying that, just gonna go back. Like, take a damn light tier 8 tank, okay? Like, just take the tier 8 light tank, and it's easier. It's just easier. I don't know, like, I don't like 5100. Like, yeah, they had an idea, but it was risky, and I don't think they should try it against a team like Wild Bunch. Maybe against a lesser team, but I don't think Wild Bunch is really the team to try that against. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be steps, and Wild Bunch is leading to 0. So I'm just gonna remind you, it's best of 9. So put the cookie down, have still a chance. They still have a chance because it's best of 9. You need 4 wins, but I mean, if Wild Bunch takes first map of steps when they're attacking, I don't think it's going to be that easy for Put That Cookie Down to actually come back into the series. Like, Put That Cookie Down has to win this defense, and then work off it later on. Just think think a game at a time. Don't think too much into the what's gonna happen. Don't start panicking. Just focus on the game. Say we have to win this game, and just go ahead and win it. Because winning, leading to 0 and going into steps is a pretty balanced map if you ask me, between attack and defense. I really want to see how it looks in tier 10s because I actually haven't seen it played in tier 10s. Okay, I'm lying. I saw it once, but just once, and I didn't see WGL, everything yesterday because I had some clan wars and stuff like that. But plus, I was too lazy to just put it on the other screen. But yeah, I casted steps once and it was pretty one-sided, and I really want to see how it goes because Put the Cookie Down is not a bad team at all. They're really good. They got up to like quarterfinals quite a few times in Go for What, and with teams with teams from WGL, like four of the teams that are regular and Go for What are now in WGL. Okay, so that means the semifinals. Getting into semifinals is really hard. Like when you have 4 teams that are regular on Go for What, and they're like and the top teams in Europe, that just means getting to quarterfinals is a big thing in itself. So I mean, I think Put a Cookie Down is a really good team. I just think they need a bit more practice with these tier 10s because what they have shown us, it should not work against better teams. Maybe they're just maybe they're used to playing against teams that are a lot worse than them, and just stomping them. But I mean, you have to approach this a bit more careful with Wild Bunch. As I said, Die from the Hill is gonna do a lot when you do that, and you see, like he did like 5k damage or something, right? Yeah, 4.6k damage, and Agorni did like 2.7. Like from the hill, it's really easy. Like you're just spamming shots. It's better if they took T54E1. Yeah, but T54E1 is not that mobile, and Cliff, you have to be there on time. Like, imagine what would happen if they had 2 T54E1s. Okay, they wouldn't even be close to the hill when those STBs pop out. Okay, those STBs popping out in the first map, they caught 5120s off guard. Imagine what would happen if those were T54A1s. Okay, they'd be caught halfway there. They probably wouldn't even make it to the hill, and then like the Wild Bunch could just go forward and like make a really nice crossfire and shoot the guys under the hill and just wreck them, just literally wreck them, because those T54E1s couldn't really be able to even get close. I agree, T54E1 is a better team, oh my god, better tank than a 5120, but it's situational, it's not that mobile, it's really slow, and I just don't like 5120s at all. I think it's an obsolete tank. Anyway, put a cookie down on the defense. They didn't take an Artie. I don't know why. I take an Artie even while defending. They're going with one E5, three 140s, a Batchat, and a T54. Sorry, two T54s. The Wild Bunch Gaming E5, two STBs, three 140s, and the M4043. As we all know, M4043 is a damn nice RD. Oh yes, give me that bug again. It's a really nice RT. Look at it. Oh yes, oh yes, oh so nice. Look at that. Look at that that gun. Oh, so fat. Um, M4043, you know, it has nice damage, nice penetration. Even so, that HE can actually penetrate a medium tank if it hits in the butt, even E5. You know, why? Now, even E5, if it hits here, you know, like somewhere here, and it can do quite a lot of damage. But yeah, put the cookie down. Focusing towards camp number 1, they're gonna push this. Yeah, this is also something we've seen in tier 8s, but again, I'm saying don't play tier 10s like you're playing tier 8s. It just don't do it. Please, please don't do it. It won't work. Why? Tier 8s honestly are even a bit more mobile. The T54 lightweights, they have better camo values. You know, it just I don't think it can work. Now, I mean they're gonna catch the Wild Bunch, you know, they're gonna get a concave, but they're gonna have to put the C5 up here. Is gonna die miserably probably, and even the Batchat will probably need to get closer. I mean these mediums are taking forever to get there. And I mean just I don't like it. I just don't like it. Now they know what Put the Cookie Down is doing. They probably suspected it earlier, but now they're 100% sure. This E5 actually really smart that they left him there, you know, and he's gonna come back and reset. But as you can see, they're already taking some damage. Unfortunately, the artillery there missed. But if a RT landed that shot, it could be really bad for Put that Cookie Down. And we see Noxin already taking quite a lot of damage. They did force the Wild Bunch out of the cap. It did, you know, work this time, but I don't think the Wild Bunch actually expected something like this from Put That Cookie Down. They could have, you know, left someone there to spot, but as it is, it could actually work this time. Okay, this is the first time I've seen this tactic work as a defender in tier 10s. Okay, the first time. This is the first time. Put the Cookie Down is just gonna run over them. I think the Wild Bunch game, like they should have known that that was coming. I mean, like, you know, just swing back and greet those medium tanks and crush them. That's easy as that. Oh, Wet Amorek for the E5. That's really smart. Yeah. Really smart to have the Wet Amorek because you don't have the unlimited amount of. Oh my god, HE? Really? Because he was looking at his. Why did my game tab? He was looking at his butt, and it's the HE can actually penetrate the E5's butt, so it's really smart to do that. I mean, it's not lost, Merkela! Oh my god, Merkela, you're so bad. And GG, yeah, Put a Cookie Down. Wins this game. As I said, it's really important to win this defending side. Honestly, this is the first time I actually seen this tactic work in tier 10s, cause if they read you, you're just it's over. Like you need to leave. You saw where the Batchat was. E5 was too far away. If they read into that and just turn around towards your mediums, you basically have an E5 that's not doing anything and a Batchat that has to drive towards the fight to actually be able to unload the clip. And with RT there, it can be really tough for that E5 to actually get close to the fight himself. And I don't know, like Wild Bunch probably didn't expect this, but it's much easier to crush it in tier 10s than it is in tier 8s. That's just my opinion. And I think it was more of a surprise than anything else that got the victory to Put the Cookie Down. But at least they won. It was really important for them to win this one. Now they can be a bit more relaxed coming into the next game. Attacking on steps, I mean, it's not hard. Steps, as I already said, is probably one of the most, if not the most balanced map when it comes to tank defense. Well, right after the cliff, but I think the defending team on cliff actually can get better positions. No, the attacking team on cliff can do. I know. I don't know. I can't really like my mind. I just have a brain fart and it just keeps lasting. I can't really remember. I know Cliff is actually a bit more oriented to one side. Is it attack or defense? But I know it's a it's a bit more. I think Steps is like one of the better maps because it's open. It gives you a lot of things to do. Like as they did now, you can just surprise your opponent. It's risky. That this is really risky. Like if Wild Bunch pushed here a bit earlier, it would just be it would just be wrecking. Because if I would come out alone, they'd know already what's going on. And if they left the tank here, I mean, like, leaving a tank here is not that bad if you're gonna have tanks lined up here. Like, you can leave a tank here, he would already spot everything. You know what's going on, you'll pull the guys from the cap, like, right back, that E5 wouldn't do anything, and you just meet them head on and beat them. I think, honestly, it was a mistake from Wild Bunch. Probably they didn't even expect that, but put the cookie down is, oh, well, they're priming themselves for, making this a tie 2-2, then we'll have more matches to see. Wahahaha. Yeah, but a lot of teams are actually like the steps. You can go for the middle and push this side, and then focus cap number 1, or you can focus cap number 2. Or you can rush here. You can play this a bit more safe. You can when you're pushing here, you can leave one tank behind, or you can like be much more aggressive in this part or in this part, or you can swing back around. You can just there's a lot of stuff you can do. It's an open map, but it has quite a lot of cover, and I just like it. I just like seeing Seps played in competitive. Also because you also have an RD. RD is not that unusual on this map, and I really like Steps. I don't know. You see a lot of different stuff, like even like those small details, like you push up with this tank like up here, with this heavy, like goes, hey, he pushes right up here, and you leave someone else here, or even here, to watch the back and so. It's those small things you can change every single time, and I just like it. I don't know. I like Steps just for that. Like most other maps, you can't really do it. There's just positions. There's just positions you take. So yeah, Steps awesome. And yeah, like people are still clinging to that tier 8 mentality they had. I don't think tier 8 is the way to go when you think about tactics here. I think you could, like, some of the tier 8 tactics are still viable, sure, of course, why not? But I think most of them need to be, like, you need to think a bit. You can't just copy pasta the tactics from tier 8 because tanks are different, it's not the same, and you just need to rethink. It's like they kicked out Lakewell. Why did they kick out Lakewell? Because a tank rushing down and trying to spot the guys climbing up towards the first cap on Lakewell on the defending team, they're all gonna get spotted and they're all gonna get shot, and it's just a bloody massacre. It's because the view ranges are higher. Medium tanks, they have good camo values, but they're not light tanks. They lose quite a lot of camo while they're moving. Plus, their base camo isn't as good as the light tanks, and an RU or whatever light tank, of the 8th tier can actually just drive up and spot everyone. So Lakewell would be a massacre if you're defending. So yeah, awesome stuff. Agurni is being a sweet thing. But you know, man, the caps. There's a button here called caps lock. You can press it, no problem. No? Yeah, I mean, like, of course, the tactics from tier 8s are viable. I'm not saying they aren't, but you have to rethink them a bit. You know, there's some stuff that can happen that can go wrong, and that in tier 8s really was lesser chance for it to fail. So, like, you have to rethink that, and I think that we're gonna see a lot of tactics from tier 8s just not done exactly the same way. Because you're not driving tier 8 tanks, you're driving tier 10s. And I think that's what every team has to come up with. You know, you can't really rely on seeing the WGL teams doing something and then like copying it, you know, just waiting for someone else to make the meta. Because we've actually seen quite a few tactics from, I don't know, bronze, silver series mostly. Silver series, you know, and go for what, actually some newer tactics being reworked and used later on in WGL, because if you're in a silver league, or you know, playing just go for what you suck, doesn't mean you're actually a bad player. You know, that you can't really think. So there's a lot of good players in silver and even bronze. So I think that there can actually be quite a lot of room to improvement in tactics itself that can actually be brought from the lower leagues, not just WGL, which is usually the case. You know, pro teams have to think of everything. Anyway, put it cookie down. 5 140s, one Batchet and a 5100, again a 5100, and the Batchet is he's down to one shot. Agurni being a bit more aggressive. That's a good spot. Good really place for spotting what's going on, because you can go in a semi-hull down there, and he's using it perfectly because Put the Cookie Down doesn't have artillery. And I really don't like the 5100. Again, I don't think 5100 can bring anything that tier like a tier 8 light can. I think it's just, I don't like the 5100 on this map. Maybe it could work kind of on Himmelsdorf for summer, but I'd still take 3090 over 5100. Why? Because of the mobility and just the ability itself of the tank being the light tank, that it can move around and support, and it has better camo value. It can spot as well. 5100 is just a big rock, and I don't like what they're gonna place it here and try capping again. I mean, it's just, it doesn't make any sense. If they try to do that, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think this 5100 is more of a burden than anything else. Like, put an object 140 in a hull down, and 5100 can't do shit. You can't really close the range with a 5100 because it's slow. It's a slow tank. I think E5 actually has better mobility than the 5100. And 5100 was considered a fast tank in tier 8. And now he's spotted, and he's trying to run away, but he's not gonna run away, he's just gonna die. And that's the disadvantage of having a huge tank like that. You're gonna get spotted by Mad Max, or no, actually I don't think it was Mad Max who spotted him, or maybe even it was. It doesn't matter. Anyway, you're just a big rock that just asking to be punished, and I think this is a really bad picking choice by Put the Cookie Down. They have 140s, they don't have an STB, they don't have anyone for hull down. 140 can't do anything from here. It's really a bad position for 140. This area here can't do anything. The Wild Bunch are gonna sacrifice some HP, probably gonna sacrifice Sonic Evo, but they're gonna take control of this part of the railroad. and they're gonna be contested by 2 more tanks from Put the Cookie Down. Mad Max being annoying, see 3090 what he can do. Noxian is probably gonna go down. Markella should die. Kill the Markella, please. Hysteria will have to pull back. Noxin, yeah, Nox is gonna go down, and I mean a whole bunch just taking the positions here. Yeah, they did sacrifice quite a lot of HP on those tanks, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. They're playing the map, you know, taking the positions. Like, I think that was a bit of a mistake there by Markella and these two guys not finishing off Hysteria, but I guess they're trying to help out the bot for you. Hysteria is still annoying. Tanklet and Agorni are gonna finish him off, but Valder is now open to being attacked. I don't think Wild Bunch actually approached this serious enough. Valder is gonna get crushed here. Yeah, he'll actually fire one more shot, which is really nice. And yeah, they should. Slasher is down. Yep, and that's about it. Jaggy Brda. Yagi Brda is gonna go down as well, and luckily they didn't take too much time killing this 140 here, so they could turn around and support his teammate. But they sacrificed HP and tanks just to get some positions. They were already leading 2 tanks. Like Bacha did no damage, 5100 did no damage. Like that 5100 was a total complete fail, and I don't think that was a really good position for the Bacha to be in. He was spotted and he just got wrecked. So yeah, please, if you're gonna see this on stream or YouTube, are probably gonna put this on YouTube. So put a cookie down if you see this. Just please don't pick 5100 anymore. Please, just please don't. I don't think it's a viable pick on any map. Maybe like on Ensk or I won't even pick it on Ensk. Like I'll pick a lightweight and send it on the field on Livada, as we all call it, on the meadow. And it's 3-1 for Wild Bunch. They just need one map, one game to take this match. And yeah, it's Ruinberg, the third map. Wild Bunch is pretty decent on Ruinberg actually. They're good, and I don't think Put a Cookie Down can beat Wild Bunch 2 times on Ruinberg. Honestly, if they beat them once on Ruinberg, I'd be surprised. I think their best bet was taking 2 maps on steps. 2 games on steps. Is taking the map, evening it 2-2, and then like try going all out on Ruinberg. Surprise Wild Bunch a bit, but I don't know. It's Ghost Town? What? Seriously? Okay. I actually think Ghost Town's even worse. Wild Bunch on Ghost Town. Ghost Town is mostly oriented about timings, tactics, timings, and some team play. It's not that actually skill based or anything. It's just the timings. If you're gonna when you're gonna go out, who you're gonna focus, and that's about it. It's like it's straight up as it goes. And if you're trying to actually complicate things a bit more, it's a good chance that you're gonna lose. So what we usually see on Ghost Town is just straight up focusing towards a cap, or just rushing into the opponent and trying to take an advantage, in numbers. But yeah, I don't think Ghost Town is a good map for Put That Cookie Down to play against the Wild Bunch. Honestly, yeah, I think Ruinberg would be worse. So Ghost Town is actually better. Ghost Town is actually better. Because I don't think they would have been able to take even the first game on Ruinberg. So the picks are going on. I'm actually gonna drink. nice stuff. I'm talking too much. You probably got used to it. T-57. That's nice. I like that tank. T-57. It's not as mobile as a 50B, and it takes a bit longer to aim with a 57. But on a closed map like Ghost Town, you know, where engagements aren't gonna be that far away. Uh, engagements aren't gonna be far away. Oh wow. I, there won't be any long distance engagements. It's probably mostly gonna be close quarter fighting. You know, maybe if we see some fighting from here to here, or like someone taking this area here and then here, like shooting this part. But it's not never gonna be more than like 300 meters, I guess. So T-57, a solid choice if you ask me. The faster reload of each shell just means that if you catch someone from behind, you're actually gonna put 2 or even 3 shells in them before, depending on the tank, before they can turn around and actually shoot you. So you can just, you know, put 2 shells and pull back. He'll just turn around and then he'll have to look at you, but he'll be hit from the other side. So like, and even if when you start reloading, it's just fast. It's really fast. Like you reload before E100 fires 2 shots, and you're already reloaded. Yeah, I like the T-57 a lot. I actually like playing it myself. In my personal opinion, I'm a really good T-57 player. But yeah, it just has a low amount of grenades, which is not a problem in ESL because there's just, you know, seven players on the enemy team, so I can like afford to actually, well, use up a clip or two to blind fire or something. But yeah, I think that T-57 is gonna be a nice addition, especially when you have a slower lineup like this, with a lot of meat, like E100s and IS-7s, and you already have a 3090. I think they could actually use the Russian medium or something. At least like, yeah, I think that, yeah. Like something a bit faster, so they don't get flagged, because I think that budget on the defense can actually do some work. I think Put a Cookie Down went a bit overboard with those E5s. 4 E5s, 1 E100, a Batchat, and a 416. I think it's a bit of an overkill, if you ask me. You know, it's a bit too much. But yeah, we'll see. 416, you know, awesome damage per minute, but I don't see how he can be useful on this map. There's a lot of uh, ups and downs. You really need a flat surface for 416 with a small hill, you know, just a little bit where he can peek out and shoot. But any hull down, any serious hull down is not gonna be possible. So yeah, I don't think 416 was probably the best pick. It's good, like damage per minute. Lepson, fucking scrub. Yeah, damage per minute is good, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Ooh, Kela Probot. Who's Mad Max? Who's Mad Max? Mad Max. Sounds familiar, but I can't really get my head around him. It's not Mad Maxa, so it's Mad Max. I don't know. I honestly can't remember. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I can't remember. So we're gonna start finally. Really heavy. I think actually, like one less e5 for put it cookie down, and one less e100 for the one bunch should do the trick. I think put it cookie down actually has too many e5s, and like the streets are small. It's not like you can't really fit too many tanks in there, and I think like an E100 and like an E5 going together would be awesome, or like two E100s, doesn't matter. Um, I think it could work, but I don't think just having 4 E5s is really good here, because those IS-7s, if they get nice positions, can actually out damage the E5s. What we're gonna see maybe Put the Cookie Down has something in mind. T57 Valdir going towards the left side here. This is something we've seen the Wild Bunch already do, but Crow Gepard getting caught here and takes 2 shots from the IS-7s. As I said, IS-7s, if they get good positions, some semi-hull downs, it's gonna be really hard to actually play against them. The cap is already starting. 3090 is gonna try and get them out of position. The Put It Cookie Down team, and now the E100s are getting into cap number 2. I think they're just gonna roll through it. Yep, and they do. Can they do some damage? Oh yeah, Agorni hits E5, but he takes quite a few shots, and Slasher is down. These E100s and Valdir, yeah, is coming around. E5 gonna be a lot of trouble. Oh, Agorni, nice roll there, and they need to help Valdir, I guess. Valdir's gonna die. Or no. Oh, Valdir is actually gonna reload before the E5 can kill him. That's nice. Ramon, ooh, okay, nice spread, but by Put That Cookie Down, that's really nice, but I don't think Perzikoetnik should be doing what he's doing right now. Hysteria manages to land the shot, and I don't think this IS-7 is that big of a problem. Okay, this is smart. Perzikoetnik focusing that E100, but too little too late, actually. And Valdir finally goes down, killed by the Bat Chat. As I said, Valdir's gonna reload before the E5 can kill him, and that's about it. Those E100s actually proved really, really good. I think like if Valdir had some support, like an E5 with him instead of one E100, he could have been much, much safer, and he could have done a lot more. But the Wild Bunch just decided to on brute force approach, push 3 100s. They didn't lose even one. Oh my god, that's crazy. So they just decided on a brute force approach. If they had an E5 with a T57 there, I think 2 of them could easily kill those 2 E5s there, and then E100s could just deal with the E100 of Put It Cookie Down. But that's what I said, like, maybe an E5 for them, and too many E5s for Put It Cookie Down. I think, maybe like if they had two E100s, As I said, one less E100 for one team and one less E5 for the other. If they just switched it around, I think it would be better for Put It Cookie Down. But Wild Bunch, brute force approach seems to be working. GG. Put It Cookie Down tried spreading a bit, but losing those 2 E5s really early on hurt them a lot. And then losing that one E100 as well, it did hurt them quite a bit, and in the end they actually lost the game. Those 2 IS-7s were really annoying, but I don't think they were the biggest problem. The 416, did something. I don't think he actually did enough. Mad Max distracted him, not just him, but another E5 long enough on that second cap. Batchet was driving around too much. I mean, 11, 10, 7 didn't do as I expected him to, because I mean, the One Bunch didn't really give him any choice, and yep. 4 wins for the Wild Bunch. And yeah, I mean, Wild Bunch didn't give them any choice. They just brute forced it, and it seemed to be working. So yeah, why the hell not? As I say, 416. I don't think maybe for the attack, like if you're gonna focus towards the first cap, there's some places where you can use him, or just letting go around with the Batchat. I think that can be a nice idea if the Wild Bunch just doesn't just rush into you. But I generally think 416 can actually be replaced by something better, like an RU even. But yeah, maybe they don't have. I mean, okay, I'm lying. They probably do have because they play tier 8s, but I don't see that good of like I don't see what 416 could do on this map that some other tier 8 couldn't. That's just me. Like pick a 5100. Like pick a 5100 now instead of Object 416. Seriously, like on this map I'd rather have a 5100 than Object 416. And yeah, defending now the Wild Bunch. Okay, this is gonna be hard. It's 4-1. Put the cookie down. They have to win this if they just want to stay alive, and then I think then we see the Ruinberg. And I don't think the Ruinberg is gonna be that good for put that cookie down. Like I don't think it's gonna be possible for them to win. Gigi, go. Kiki, oh my god. I was just waiting for the cookie to get ready. Okay. Okay, they took an IS-4. I think they probably have a position for that IS-4 they want to use it specifically for. Because IS-4 is really good at side scraping, but taking anything frontally head on, not really good. E100 can easily penetrate the top of the turret of the IS-4 because it's a lot higher. IS-4 has a really bad top of the turret, like this area, general area, and I think it's Arch gonna be word. Arch gonna be word. Like here, hit it anything anywhere here with an E100 and just go through. So yeah, I think they have but a certain position they want to use it for. Otherwise, there's no point picking the IS-4. Like we saw Cyborg Factory using IS-4 to side scrape on Himmelsdorf in the cap. And I like what I see from Put a Cookie Down. They're going towards the left side of the map. They're gonna try and surprise the Wild Bunch. And Batchat and 416, as I said, it's probably gonna be smart if they push down there. I'm guessing Batchat was spotted by that 3090. I have no clue because I don't know. I have no cool stuff like those WGL casters do. Where? And yeah, these E100s should be spotted now. And Agorni, yeah, they're using him to side scrape, but now it's gonna be really hard. Those two E100s are not in the prime position themselves. They really split up from the rest of the team, and there's some hard hitting. Then Hysteria left on 50 HP, killed by Ramon in the end, and the Tanklet angled that turret, man! Angled that turret! Oh my god! Don't give them the cheeks! E5 gonna go down. Agorni is gonna go straight into the faces of Cookie. And I think this is pretty much over. Put the Cookie down. Probably had a chance, but I think this should be the Wild Bunches game. Batcher actually coming in, doing quite a lot of damage. So maybe I spoke too soon, but I don't think I actually did, because this T-57 is now here, owning, wrecking faces, and oh, Wilder also has to reload, but that reload is really fast. E100 shooting at him, while rest of the Wild Bunch team is gonna focus them. Ramon still full HP. Crow Gepard has to fall down here. I'm not sure why Crow Gepard didn't let Slasher guard him, but whatever. Valdir already reloading, as I said, that reload's not gonna take forever. And Ramon should finish him off. Valdir just has to reload one more time. And yeah, I think that's about it. Mad Max reloading, that's Kiki Mercat. So yeah, Kiki Mercat gonna shoot that E100 in the ass. Valdir will pull back a bit. He already reloaded. He just retracked that E100 and yeah. Kiki even setting him on fire in the end. I7's gonna hug him. Can't really lower his turret and he goes down. As I said, that T-57, you saw how fast he reloaded. Like, you have all the skills on these accounts. I think these are the like so-called press accounts. So you have all the skills here. And that T-57 just reloads like crazy. I mean, look! He